until I'm back and join in with another account of mine. Because maybe it actually will work this time. Yeah. Okay, so it isn't loading. That's great. Yeah, I fixed it. Yeah. I've one of my other accounts here. Yeah, now I can actually load the cat game. Yeah, it wasn't really anything. It just sometimes it doesn't work. Sorry, I am actually. So we're gonna put more cats out in patrol. Hello, you're my friend now too. The patrol meets another clan that they consider to be allies at the border. Should we proceed, not proceed, or antagonize them? This is your choice. You get to choose what I do to these cats. Look at them. Look at my cats. These are my cats. They're much prettier. Hello. Yeah. Rain approaches the other patrol first, calling out a greeting and then remarking a recent battle between the Rush clan and one of the other clans. Rain compliments the Rush clan cats on their battle prowess. Yeah, it worked. I'm gonna put how many cats? 2 cats. The patrol catches the scent of a fox, but it is red or gray. Tracking it, they find a stocky gray fox feeding on a deer fawn carcass. A gray fox is unlikely to have killed a fawn this size. Worked. The cats are only just smaller and outnumber the fox, if only by a little. And it's wait! I need to charge my phone. And it's a prize they're willing to fight for. With a prayer to Starclan, they throw themselves into battle, and the fox, already half full of venison and unwilling to lose blood over it, is driven off from the kill. Yeah, you're not gonna get kittens. I'm actually gonna play. I'm gonna send more cats out on patrol. Ruby flicks her tail thoughtfully. What direction does he want this patrol to go? Ruby has an awesome spot to show everyone far out from camp near one of Live Clan's borders. She leads the way with a jaunty raised tail, heading off on an adventure. Yeah, so we're gonna time skip again. Maybe we'll have kittens. No kittens. Cocaine purrs as Gray starts asking to get back to his duties. Tick fever can be so touch and go, but Gay pulled through. Gay's infection is gone. Yeast infection was left scratched and scraped after pushing through the thick underbrush. Jackson can walk and move without pain. Her sprain must have healed. Bubble accidentally crossed the border on patrol and got his ear torn by an enemy warrior. Hi, Snowy. Tomato spent too long out in the sun. She's gotten heat stroke. Mouth the second finally feels back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. Oh, Lemon Dragon has a mate now. Lemon Dragon is bi now, apparently. Together with... Yeah, that's a weird-ass relationship. Currently, our kittens are called Orange, Key Lime Pie, Lime, Butterscotch the Second, Taffy, Violet, Saltwater, Say Gex, Parsley. Oh, there are 3. There are new kittens. I have to name the new kittens. Sup? Yeah. I had names for them. I had names for 2 of them. I'm gonna name one of them after Spammer Dandicus. I don't know what HD is, but Mama says I have 80 of them. Yeah, this cat's name is now Spammer Dandicus. Also, I'm gonna name a kid Virgin because that's a thing we need. We have Spammer Dandicus, Virgin, and another kid I'm gonna name. I'm gonna name the kid Pervert because I have the ability to. We last stream we said his name 3 times and he appeared. Maybe it works. Maybe you just have to say his name 3 times. There's this cat called Bitter Petal and I'm just gonna let him keep his name. Reading all of the cats' names and what they're doing. Ruby can't keep up with Candy. Lucy saw a big scary dog today. Chernobyl sniffs the prey Angel Dust has just brought back to camp. Charlie thought she saw a cat, but it was just a human object that looked like one. Rose is feeling proud of herself. Cocaine wonders how Peggy is doing. Hiroshima is certain no cat could ever compare to Mouth II. Yeah. Lemon Dragon is wondering what living with 2 legs must be like. Blue wonders how Gingerbread is doing. Hi, Crazy Artistic. Gingerbread went out by herself. Broom keeps making Crystal yawn. Mushroom takes the lead in a training patrol. River saw a yappy little dog today. Peggy dreads the worst case scenario. Lucifer wishes they were still sleeping in their nest. Husk tries to set a good example for younger cats. Peanut Butter is always 5 steps ahead of her clanmates. George wonders at all that Hiroshima has seen and done. Yeast doesn't understand other cats' fear of heights. Luke's Jr. wants to critique Lucifer's fighting techniques. Gay! Had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Yeast Infection is wondering how Lucy is doing. Wait. Yeast Infection is together with yeast. What the fuck? Yeah, we're talking about the cat game. BGO fan, you still there? You're still alive? Great. Coconut purrs as she listens to Tomato talk about nothing in particular. Hi. Jackson just can't find anything appetizing on the fish kill pile. Alastor encourages his friends to trust in their beliefs. Barry is wondering what living with 2 legs must be like. Tim has relieved Lemon Dragon's side with him during an argument. Hernandez is in the medicine cat den. Kane feels happy knowing he's someone others can talk to. Yeah. Otter saw a pair of 2 legs near camp today. James can't wait to take a nap later. After the stream, I will start putting every single line of dialogue into a Google Doc. That's great! Kiki daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Pomni is watching the breeze blow around the camp. Bubble is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Pancake can't wait to take a nap later. Lightness is hearing about the bird song at dawn. Hi. Summer is wondering what the inside of a 2-leg den looks like. Rabbit is playing a prank on Lemon Dragon. Cosmo is wondering what the inside of a 2-leg den looks like. Snowy is amused with how James manages to look so grumpy all the time. Cherry is wondering what the inside of a 2-leg den looks like. Yeah, I can't make you have kittens. Carmilla spends time watching the fish in the nearby river. Sarah is curious about the other clans. Angel Dust is looking longingly towards the other cats as they talk amongst themselves. Zestro is relaxing in camp. Nifty found out a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Also finished the concept out. Just making most of the sprites for the game. Great. Baxter is cloud watching. Adam is determined to protect his loved ones. That's not in character. Derp joins the border patrol reluctantly. There's this cat called Hawkbit. I have to read. She needs a new name. She needs a new name. I'm gonna give her the new name Cake Pop. Cake Pop wants to compliment Peggy's fighting techniques. Luke's got startled by a squirrel. Butterscotch had a nightmare involving a 2-leg trap. Moon spends time watching the fish in the nearby river. Ember took a nap on a high tree branch. Rain is a bit annoyed today. Dog doesn't have enough toe beans to count all her friends. Candy's sitting quietly on the far side of camp. Butter went on a long moonlit stroll the other night. Tomato's watching the breeze blow around the camp. Sophia spends time watching fish in the nearby river. Crystal volunteers to lead a hunting patrol. Goon imparts on an old bit of wisdom to Summer. Lemon is sparring with some clanmates. Meth doesn't want to go on dawn patrol. Dishwasher pretends the mouse he's chasing is a bird and he's a hawk. Chess is looking around camp. Bitter Pedal reassures Snowy after does something embarrassing. Yeah, Melp the second is eating a piece of fresh kill in the corner of camp. Orange is telling Butter for something Orange was told he couldn't do. Key Lime Pie is frightened after hearing a scary story. Lime apologizes to Orange, but Orange doesn't know why. Butterscotch the second tries to sneak out of camp. Taffy is extra fluffy today. Violet is nervous for her apprentice ceremony. Saltwater asks Lime if there's something in her teeth. Say Gex is thinking about taking Melps the second's fresh kill. Spammer Dandicus is nervous for her apprentice ceremony. Virgin wishes she was still sleeping in her nest. Pervert feels like it just isn't this day. Yeah, we're not gonna question the cats' names. We're not gonna question the... You're not an apprentice yet. You're still a baby cat. Your baby cat hasn't grown up yet. I need to send out the healer cats to... yeah, you're like... Violet, your cat is... your cat will be an apprentice next month, and we're gonna time skip now. Melp. Just... I regret doing that. Just so you know. If he actually shows up, it's a miracle. Orange purrs so hard he's shaking as he touches noses with Summer. As Killer and Pie touches noses with Derp, he hopes he'll get to do something that will really impress the clan on his first day. He hopes he gets to do... Maybe he could catch a big fat rabbit or chase over a fox. That'll show the clan he's the best apprentice anyone's ever seen. Lime sits up straighter as he's called forward to be made an apprentice. While he tries to look calm and collected, he still trembles a bit as he touches noses with Moon. Newly made apprentice Butterscotch the second touches noses with his new mentor Camilla. Taffy loudly complains as Candy pulls her over to quickly group her palate. She manages to wriggle away and scurry off to the front of him. Yeah, we're gonna do something to summon Melp. We're gonna quit the cat game for a little bit and summon Melp. I need to turn on my light. I'll turn on my light and we'll get to summoning him. And we will not question anything we do. Yeah, this is a piece of paper. Don't ask what I'm doing. Yeah, you lost your other crock. Now I need stuff to set up around it. I'm gonna get some stuff to set up around it. Just to try and do whatever it takes. We're gonna try to summon Melp with the help of a cat and a fucking pentagram. I have a stalker ball. Then I'm gonna draw some candles. I'm gonna draw some weird ass looking candles, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Yes, also at the summoning circle. We're gonna pretend these are candles. But I don't have any real candles. I just hit myself with something and it hurt really bad. What do we do to summon Melp? What do you do now? What's the next step? I don't know what the next step is. My finger hurts. My finger is, you can't see anything, but this finger hurts because I put this thing against it. I'm gonna write it first. I'm gonna just write it down. Yeah, okay. It's a really weird ass thing we're doing here. Okay. You're gonna say it too. In real life. Or because my window is open and the neighbors can hear me. But okay. Melp. 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 Was that 5 times? I can't count. I already put a post tagging Melp. Maybe he's asleep. But I think he lives in Italy. We're gonna say yeast. Look at this. The beautiful thing. It's the ritual. I'm gonna go and do something and turn off the lights. I'm gonna spray a bottle of I'm gonna spray deodorant on it. Maybe that will work. Great. Or the song name. I'm gonna say who's gonna be the one to say the forbidden song name? I mean, yeah, God forbid we talk about a certain song Melp loves. Yeah, it's called Raw Dog, and looks, I could have you put in timeout for even saying it, but since I encouraged it, I won't. It's a banned word. It's not really banned. Hey, also I managed to put on community rules. You've probably seen them already, but I managed to do it, so that's great. But I put cream, hand cream. Wow, it's just weird saying German shit in English. Hand cream. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off my camera again and get up. Maybe summoning up was not such a good idea. Maybe it didn't show up. Yeah. So I'm gonna send out the cats to look if we can maybe find more dead babies. Or alive babies, not for once. I currently don't possess the ability to play this song. Because my iPad is in the hall. And I'm too lazy to leave my room. We're gonna... Okay, one more time skip and see if we get kittens. No kittens. Well, maybe summoning Melp didn't work because Melp didn't want to be summoned. I think Melp's gonna have a good time rewatching the stream because he wasn't there. Yeah, I can't force you to have kittens for the last fucking time. I can't force you. What even was that? We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna completely not acknowledge that. How's it going with the book? Great. I'm not currently writing anything. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. Because yeah, I'm currently playing the game, but my book's fine. I finished the chapter, but I can't publish it because I have to finish the chapter before that. And I have to write someone else's character in there because I promised them, and they're one of my friends. No more babies this time. Say Gex is an apprentice now. So I guess there's Say Gex. I can't technically. Yeah. We need more kittens. We do need more kittens. Oh yes, Gingerbread was killed by the leader of Hound Clan. Peggy fell into a river. Rain drowned alongside Peggy while trying to rescue her. Well, that was short-lived. Yeast is barely able to move her body away from Peggy's, and she has to be gently guided to her nest as fatigue threatening to consume her. Peggy was one of those cats you always find right in the thick of things. And it's something Luke's Jr. greatly admired about her. Her drive to help the Live Clan. It's so strange and hard to comprehend that she'll never see Peggy do again. Yeah, you have a mate. You're together with Butter. Coconut can hardly process the sight of Peggy's body before her. Somehow the world feels colder and crueler now. Cats come to Lemon Dragon after Peggy's vigil, offering the biggest, juiciest pieces of fresh kill. But she refuses it all, staring at the walls of her den in silence. Peggy is dead? Meth's head seizes at the news, her mind racing as she tries to imagine life without her. After learning about Peggy's death, Dishwasher can't seem to catch his breath as fits of sobs and cries come over him. Yeah, rest in peace, Peggy. Everybody liked Peggy. So much grief and death has taken its toll on the cats of Live Clan. Husk, Goon, and Kane are particularly shaken by it. Oh, Spammer, Dandicus, Virgin, and Pervert are now apprentices. I need to name cats after curse words. So next few cats will be named after curse words. I can show you that, Peggy. There's Star Clan Peggy. Luckily, she has grandkids. Pervert is one of her grandkids. And Violet is one of her great-grandkids. Yeah. I'm gonna send out some more of the medicine cats to try to find babies, because that's one of the ways we get babies. We need to send out Rose. Yeah, okay, another time skip. Let's see if we get babies this moon. Oh, Lime sits before the clan, ears pricked forward as... guys, come and see, this is the clan. Lime is now an adult. Yeah, so in a way, you and Luke's our family. Yeah, you're family with Peggy. Cherry, Pervert, Yeast Infection, Moon, Butter, Crystal, Angel Dust, and Durban, Camilla. No. Just because Butter tried to die again. So, I reset the moon. I can reset that. So Butter is not dead. It's just an alternate universe where Butter has passed away. Ruby was hit by a monster while escaping across a thunder path from Houndland warriors. The leader has 8 lives left. Green Cough killed Spammer Dandicus. Then Spammer Dandicus is dead. We need Spammer Dandicus II. As the clan sits vigil, Yeast Infection's voice cracks with grief, talking about the time she had with Spammer Dandicus. Yeah, Yeast Infection is sad that Spammer Dandicus died. Tofma got together with Hernandez. So, yeah, that's just something that happened. We need a new cat. We need if Virgin had died, he would have died a virgin. She would have died a virgin. Rest in peace, Spammerdandicus. She was just 7. Chernobyl died. There's no way to ease that. Chernobyl just rested in peace now. But I guess it was the time to go. Candy was bitten by a snake and succumbed to the venom. Yeah, Chernobyl was one of the cats who... Now the only one of the bomb cats remaining is Hiroshima. Chernobyl was one of those cats you'd always find right in the thick of things, and it's something Rose greatly admired about him. His drive to help life, Krillin. It's so strange. Rose is sad. Charlie is sad. Alastor said Candy died. Tomato said Candy died. Butterscotch the second said Candy died. Saltwater said Candy died. Yeah, rest in peace to the cats. So I guess we only have one active medicine cat now, because Charlie and Rose are sad. We need new medicine cats. Orange is an adult now. Ruby suffered a heart attack due to the stress of the ongoing war. I have 7 lives left. Yeah, Candy died because of a snake bite. Angel Dust died from a claw wound. Lime was killed by a falling branch during a battle in a heavily forested area. Saltwater died from a claw wound. Things are never going. Yeah, sorry, Angel Dust, Lime, and Saltwater. That's actually just sad. There are no kittens. I'm gonna go and send them out each. I need more babies. We need more babies. I'm really sorry about every single death in this game. I can't control who dies. I can kill cats on purpose. I can exile cats. I can have cats leave the clan. Yeah, rest in peace. Okay, so another time skip. Wow, let's see if something better happens this time. Oh, no more kittens. Yeah, there is a war, but that didn't happen yesterday. That happened today. I just forgot to mention it. We should probably fix that. I'm gonna appease them. I'm gonna try to befriend Hound Clan. They're yeah, the boar. Our clan is maybe is boar. Mushroom and Lucy are now mates. Summer. Oh, all three of our healers are back in commission. What's your clan's name? I don't know. Tell me. I can't guess. I'm not good at guessing. I hate guessing. I despise guessing. Also, Melp still hasn't appeared. Should I tag him in another post? I'm gonna tag Melp again. Oh, I got... yeah, I have to change my account real quick. Twerkit Clan. Oh, I have a notification. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna do something. Yeah, I wrote his name 3 times and tagged him. Maybe it works. Since it's just you and me, I'm gonna give you a cat that I can actually control. That we can actually have a lot of kittens with. It's called LiveGen. It's a ClanGen mod. And you can design your cat. I have a ClanGen mod. So you get to decide how your cat looks, and I will design it for you. First of all, I'm gonna call it Fox Clan because I want to. Okay. Yeah, my window is kind of open. You know what? Real quick. Fuck babies. So how do you want your cat to? So how do you want our cat to look? Because that's something we can do. How do you want our cat to look? I have one thing where I can customize it myself. Lux, are you listening? I'm gonna randomize this. Is this pretty? We're just gonna use this. I'm gonna go. She will be. Yeah, I can't design. I can only design one cat. I can't design every cat. It's just one cat, and it's because Luke constantly wants kittens, and I'm gonna make it I'm gonna give her a curious about StarClan because that's a fun thing. You can talk to the cats. She will be a daydreamer because I want her to be. Now, what shall her name be? What should we call her? The fates look upon you. Choose your name. Look at her. She's just standing there. She wants a name. She wants a name. We should call her Venus Kid. Yeah, we can't do that. You're the first person to suggest anything, and that's actually not that bad. So we're just gonna go with that. That's her name now. We can change it afterwards. We're gonna live in. I absolutely love this territory. I absolutely love this territory. Can we keep this, or do you want me to change it? Should we change it, or can we keep this territory? Oh no, it's another cat game, but it's the same cat game just with a mod. It's a mod where I control a cat. So our clan is called Fox Clan, and we're just one baby. Welcome to the world, Venus Kid. This is our clan. We have cats like Boulder Star, Branch Rise. I can't rename them. Leaf Glare, Rime Paw, Oat Paw, Blue Scar, Stone Mist, Scrub Chaser, Cloud Bloom, Black Dapple, Pebble Paw, Bristle Paw, Azalea Beam, Antler Kid, and Burr Kid. Also, look at this. It has 2 different eyes. No, you don't have to pay money to get it. You just have to have a PC. And this, unlike the normal ClanGen, is not a browser game. It's a mod you have to install. I'm gonna open the window a bit again. Yeah, we're gonna get born. Born into a world with no known parents, you, Venus Kid, are embraced by the love of Leaf Glare and Stone Mist. Their welcoming purrs echo throughout the nursery, wrapping you in a comforting blanket of affection. So we're a single kitten. We were born, we were orphaned. Yeah, it's just we're a kitten. We can talk to the other cats, and we can still do patrols and still have kittens. Burkett, you're going to look up to me. I just know it. Antlerkid rears up onto his hind legs in an attempt to peer over the side of your nest. He places his front paws on the edge of the nest for balance and stares down at you with wide eyes. Whoa, you really are tiny. Your little paws and ears and eyes. No wonder Leafclear said I couldn't show you around yet. You probably can't even understand me. When you get a bit older, I teach you all of the nursery rules and stuff. Other kids think they're pretty boring and dumb, but they don't realize how important they are. Yeah, there's cool, cute dialogue in here. The way I see it, rules are there to help guide us into the best cats we can be. Who wouldn't want it? There's Azalea, Beam, and Elder. Whoa, hey there, little guy. Shouldn't you be in the nursery? You've got an adventurous spirit. I like that about you. Well, for now, you gotta stay where it's safe. Come on, let's go back to your parents. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna read all of the dialogue. Bristlepaw purrs when you waddle up to him. Pebblepaw races around camp, playfully chasing some of her fellow apprentices as they wait to head out for training. No. Also no. Yacht black apples arch to the fresh kill pie, shuffling the prey around and tossing it into two separate piles. One looks fresh in your mouth begins to while the other looks. It looks foul, doesn't it? My word. Again, how much crowfoot is rotting here? He's not a teacher's pet. He's just a he's I'm pretty sure I know I can guess the personality and know it. No, he's smug and he's smug. Yeah, he might just be an I'm gonna put on pregnancy. I actually don't need that. Allow cat stuff. Sit. Yeah, I turned on everything. I want kittens. We're gonna have more kittens, but I'm gonna talk to someone. I'm gonna talk to my parents, Stone Mist and Leaf Glare. Hello there, little one. I'm your father, Stone Mist. Can you say my name yet? You let out a squeak and Stone Mist smiles amused. Close enough. Hello. You're not even hear what I'm saying right now. My father's... Yeah, no, sorry for German. I randomly. My dad just is in the game. Yeah, hello, I love you. And my mom is just... Ew? Yeah, I have character AI, and this is just a way to keep me off it. I have an hour of screen time left today, and I'm willing to use it valuably. Antlerpaw has reached 6 months and has been made apprentice. So we're actually now able to do stuff like talk to the dead. Look at this. This is Dead Cat. I have the ability to dialogue. This is why I chose interested in StarClan, because that's interesting. Because we're all watching over you, little one. Don't grow up too quickly. You have plenty of time. Yeah, so my patrol type is one of the medicine cats looking for a specific herb, and you think you've seen it near the nursery. You lead the medicine cat to the herb. It's not exactly what they were looking for, but they praise you for your observational skills and thank you for the help. I'm actually gonna go and do the queen path because that's something that doesn't exist in the main game. Yeah, I can't commit necromancy. That's impossible. But I can talk to the dead, but not to all of the dead. Maybe my dad and mom will now enjoy me. In the middle of a sparring session, Sean Mission thinkatively hides his face behind his paws. Not my beautiful face. In the end, Stone Mist's face come out untouched. The other maneuver did leave many of his vital organs unprotected. Seems he doesn't have his priorities in order. Wow, that man really, really, really loves his face. What do you want? You want to know if there's anything you can do to help in the medicine then? What if you're really that desperate? I suppose you could bring us some fish mouse. Thank you, you're very kind. Yeah. I don't think my mom likes me very much. Also, my mom and my dad will probably get a divorce, so I'm gonna make sure they don't. I love this game. It's so fun. As you bat a small leaf around camp, you are alerted by paw steps coming from the camp entrance. The hunting patrols returned, their jaws laden with prey. Is anybody still here who was actually in chat? You abandon the leaf in an instant and start bouncing around the patrol, asking a flurry of questions. How did they catch the prey? Was it difficult? Your excitement evaporates as the patrol leader snaps at you, saying that they don't have time to answer your questions. Yeah. I'm gonna read. If we're not engaging, I'm gonna read another chapter of my book because that's what I want to do. And Rivers and Roses, Chapter 2. Willow took us to a cafe, and like us, she actually had money. I like Willow. She's exactly my kind of person. Friendly, kind, and open. I like my sister. River really needs to let go for once. River doesn't like her. In fact, River doesn't like anyone. She's a stuck-up prick sometimes. Scratch that. She's a stuck-up prick most of the time. Willow is better. I wish Willow was my sister. She's much cooler and far nicer than my sister. The chairs we were sitting on creaked slightly. They were obviously very old. The table was wooden, and there was a splat of long-dried bird poop on one corner. I had ordered coffee against my better judgment. I know caffeine isn't going to make me any less hyper, but see if I care. Although I'm 14, I'm sure coffee won't have any lasting negative effects. River was being responsible. Read boring by ordering water out of the corner of my eye. By ordering water out of the corner of my eye, I saw the same cat my sister had described seeing before. I didn't see it because I was too distracted thinking about the best way to climb a streetlight. Shut up, that's a completely normal thing to think about. Willow was just sitting there, not eating anything, having a staring contest with Riv. Nobody beats my stoic sister in a staring match, not even the stones. Why weren't you shocked when I told you our parents were in a cult? I asked because that was genuinely confusing. Most people would tell us you were bluffing. Willow didn't avert her gaze from my sister. Maybe Willow did have a chance of winning the staring contest. I've seen much weirder things, child. The way she called me a child sent chills through me. It was weird being called that by someone who couldn't have been more than 2 years older than you. Regardless of that eerie feeling I was getting from her, I did still like her. And she was pretty. Her hair was pale brown, not quite blonde. Her eyes were lilac, though I was pretty sure lilac wasn't a natural eye color at all. Her hair was flowing freely, not messy, but not tied up either. Why are you being so friendly? No. Why are you being so friendly? You don't know us. River said in her usual semi-detached voice, but I could hear the suspicion behind that seemingly calm facade. River's great at hiding her emotions, but I can see right through her. She hates me for it, but I don't mind. The coffee shop barista brought us the stuff we ordered. No, Rivs, I'm not into her. Willow and River are still having their staring contest. A weirdly childish thing for my stoic, unflappable sister to do. Coffee tastes good. Mom and Dad never let me have it, but I managed to get it anyway, even if it was sometimes less than legal ways. But we don't talk about that. The sun was high in the sky, and it was hot. There were a few sparse clouds in the vast blue sky. As expected, River beat Willow in the staring contest. I looked around. Perhaps I could get onto the roof of the coffee shop. Great. Coffee shop. I know it's coffee shop. I know it would be a stupid idea, but there's no harm in trying. Riv would say that no. It is, in fact, there is, in fact, a lot of harm in trying. But as usual, she's probably just being overly cautious. Once I had finished my coffee, I got up and started climbing the walls. It was difficult, but not impossible due to it being a brick wall. Some bricks stood out further and I could step on them. Plus, it was overgrown with ivy, helping me climb even further. I am well aware that one should not touch poison ivy, but it just doesn't work on me. I always called it witchcraft. I don't exactly believe her, but it sure would be cool to know witchcraft existed. Vines are useful for climbing, and I heard my sister yell at me. Rose, Sophia, Hollins, get your ass down here and explain yourself this instant. I will not repeat myself. God, she sounded like Mom. I didn't listen. Why would I? Not like she was going to shoot me or use a lasso to pull me down, even though I would have loved to see her try. Nah, I said, dangling my legs from the roof. How did you even get up there? Please, just come down before you fall. The way she spoke almost made me feel guilty. Almost. I'm not coming down. Come down here. Come down here. Or I will turn you into a frog, says Willow so incredibly calmly that I started to doubt she was human. What are you, a witch? Willow didn't answer the question, which I learned usually means yes in cases like these, but I couldn't be sure. That's so cool. Witches don't exist, Rose. River shut me down. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Willow said with that same very unnerving calmness. Maybe I should just get down. After all, I didn't want to be a frog. Reluctantly, I jumped off the roof, which might not have been the wisest choice, but the building wasn't that big, so it was fine. I didn't get seriously hurt, in part thanks to the fact that my sister caught me, which may have been the most embarrassing thing to happen to me that day. Do you enjoy listening to me just yap and read my book? Is that something people like? I mean, people like audiobooks, so I suppose you do. You just need feedback. I'm continuing until I get it. Fuck wind? Yeah. Figures. Sometimes it's just fun to listen to people read. Riv quickly dropped me because apparently I'm that repulsive. Want to come to my place? Said Willow, whom we had just whom we had met just an hour ago, and we should probably not trust. But reasonableness aside, yes, reasonableness is a word now. I really wanted to see her home. River tried to say no, but I wasn't having any of that cautious bullshit. Whoa, I actually wrote bullshit. Fuck. That doesn't matter. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? I told my new best friend. River glared at me, but that didn't discourage me. Rather, it encouraged me further to follow Willow. And River, being River, she, of course, followed me, pouting about it like a little child. Well, it's her fault. She could have just stayed at the coffee shop instead of following me like a damn dog. I could see the miserable expression on her face, but I did not care. This stranger lady was offering us a place to stay, and she's nice, and I know Mom and Dad taught us stranger danger, or whatever, but they're not here to stop me. What's the worst that could happen? That Willow is an evil witch and her boy does alive in her cauldron. Yeah, right. Not like River would worry about that, because witches don't exist. But Riv, sis, seriously, look at Willow. She's mysterious, she talks down to us, doesn't question our cult backstory, and she's hot. Forget about that last word. And Willow doesn't seem evil. I know people aren't always what they seem to be like. Take my parents as an example. Stupid nice people, but they still hit us with a bedazzled belt. Yes, it is an important detail that the belt was a gem-studded thing. It was pretty, and it hurt way more than a normal belt would. Anyway, we followed Willow into a narrow alleyway. I despise alleyways. Or tight spaces in general, but I followed regardless. It's like being in a forest, barely any light, except that instead forest is made out of concrete. I like forest, because at least there you can go between the trees. Buildings, however, offer no such freedom. Dad never let me go into the forest. Neither did Mom. Riff sometimes had to babysit me, so I climbed over the fence and ran off multiple times. That always ended with both me and River getting a beating. Looking back, Mom and Dad were terrible people. We followed Willow into her apartment, which my dad was nothing for a 16-year-old to had an apartment. But nonetheless, this whole space was practically screaming. This whole space practically screamed that my new friend wasn't human, or at least not fully. Am I really as conspiratorial as my parents? Yes, that's a word too. I mean, in no way do witches actually exist. No matter how much I like to think about it. I mean, Mom literally believed the earth is flat, and not even I'm that crazy. Willow sat down on one of the beanbag chairs in the living room area. She didn't possess a TV, which only made me more suspicious of her. River seemed to share that feeling. What about a cat? A white, fluffy cat with blue eyes. Now I, Rose, a certified conspiracy theorist, will say that the cat is suspicious. River was standing stiffly in the doorway, refusing to go in, despite the fact that Willow had ushered her inside multiple times. I took a seat beside her on the sofa, the sofa making a squeaky noise beneath me. I'm not that heavy, am I? The cat leaped off the windowsill and went up to River, brushing up against her legs. Seems Snowflake likes you, Willow remarked. Snowflake? As in, you mean your pet cat? Sis asked cautiously, crouching down to pet Snowflake's white fur. I wouldn't call her my pet. Alright, detective time. I think Willow is a witch. Witches don't have pets. They're familiar, so another point added to my theory. But I can't be sure. Snow could just be a stray with a lot of runtime outside. So maybe everything is normal. Maybe River's right. Maybe magic doesn't exist. Even though I swear I've seen a unicorn once. But then again, I was 5 and I still had imaginary friends. River was glaring daggers at Willow. Snowflake had leaped onto the coffee table and started eating the half-eaten biscuits that were still on a plate in the middle of it. Cat behavior. Willow reached out and picked him up. Her up. Yeah, I think Snowflake is a trans cat now because she changes from she to he in another chapter. So I guess that's a fun fact. Naughty cat. I got up and went to the window, staring outside at the sun. It was a normal afternoon. We had escaped from our parents for now, and all is well. All is well. River had finally settled down and fallen asleep on the sofa. Expected after not sleeping for almost 48 hours straight. I should probably sleep too, but then again, I'd had coffee, which would make it impossible to sleep for 3 more hours. Snowflake had climbed onto Willow's shoulder. I decided that I should try resting regardless of my earlier caffeine intake. I settled down beside River and, as expected, I was unable to find sleep. I shift I shifted constantly, accidentally waking Riv up multiple times, causing her to look at me with all the grumpiness of someone who's definitely not a morning person. Having trouble sleeping? Willow asked in a gentle tone I'd never expected from what I know of her. Yes, I admitted quietly, not wanting to wake my sister again. Willow placed Snowflake onto her cat tree and disappeared into the kitchen. I wondered what she was making in there. Snowflake had leaped off the cat tree, skidding slightly on the floor but landing perfectly on her feet, as cats tend to do. Then the absolute demon of a cat started scratching the couch. Willow poked her head out of the kitchen. Snowy? No, or no food for you, Willow said sturdily. Snowflake, certified menace of the sofa society, obeyed her command. Willow returned with some tea. Something seemed off, but I was too tired to question her at this point. So when she nudged it towards me, I took it. The tea tasted good. Really good. I don't even like tea. And it made me weirdly sleepy. So I went to sleep next to River. Dreams can be weird. They're not true. They are not true, says everyone in all existence. But I swear this is relevant. I got asleep pretty quickly. When I opened my eyes again, I knew out of instinct that I was still asleep. In front of me was the forest right outside my old backyard, but there was a presence, a certain darkness slithering out from between the trees, consuming everything it touched. There was a man standing in the shadows, seemingly unharmed by the darkness, but I could not make out his features. And as soon as I tried to get closer, an invisible force of my dreams yanked me right into the darkness, and everything faded to black. Then I woke up. Willow was standing over me, looking a little more than a little concerned. That wasn't supposed to happen. I wondered what had happened and if she knew about my dream. River was sitting beside her. Relax, Willow. She didn't die or anything. It was clear that something had happened between them. I really wanted to know what, but I fell asleep again before I could ask. Yeah, so that was the second chapter. That's actually way more chaotic than I remember it being. Well, that all of that happened. So yeah, dreams tend to be semi-important in this thing. I'm gonna end this right now. So, if you want to tell me bye, then I suppose you should do it now. So, I'm gonna tell you goodbye. I'm done for today. Tired.